Ben, please wear seatbelt. Even a fat whale like you can fly out the window in a crash. Hot tea. Milk, cream, and sugar. Speaking of hot tea.
No camera right now.
How was the dentist? Did you have fun? You got your wallet on, you know.
No. Why? You gave me money? No? Then no. I don't have my wallet.
I was going to give you a card, but that's all right.
Oh, I take cards. I take everything. I take checks,
I give you now, you'll
credit
lose
cards, cash,
Food stamps,
coins, pesos,
gold, diamonds,
diamond,
Chanel.
I take it all. Gift cards.
She don't just dig for gold, she'll dig for anything she can get her hands on.
Oh, I'm taking my coffee. I'm out of here.
Take your time.
Peace out.
We asked for your comments, and you gave us them. And here they are. First comment says, Dear Ben, is it possible to succeed as a real estate investor as a secondary business? Yes. That's the beauty of real estate. Once you buy it, and once you got it rented, and once it's operating, there's nothing to do. You could buy a house, you rent the house out, they pay you the money, the rent every month. All right, if something breaks, you send a handyman over there to fix it. There's nothing to do. Pay the mortgage? What? Take you 5 minutes, 1 month, every month. Pay the mortgage, done. A lot of people start in real estate as a secondary business. You keep your base that pays your bills, and then you invest in real estate and try to have a secondary income. It's, I think a lot of people, most people start that way. Well, I was buying real estate, but while I was buying real estate, I was still working as a property manager for somebody else. But I was buying stuff on the side and working it. You know, a lot of professionals invest in real estate, but you still got to watch it. You still got to worry about it, but it doesn't take up a lot of your time because once something's rented, it's rented. There's nothing to do. You know, it's not, you know, you don't have to be a genius. Okay? Next one. Please wear seatbelt. Ben, even a fat whale like you can fly out the window in a crash. Well, at least half of you. I don't like seatbelts because they don't fit. They make them too small. No, I should wear a seatbelt, but I think I lost enough weight where I don't need the extender, so I don't need to buy one. But thank you for your caring advice about me wearing a seatbelt. I don't need to wear one when I drive because I know how to drive. But, I mean, yeah, seatbelts do save lives. You're right. But one time I was in an accident, and what almost really hurt me was the stupid airbag blew and bust me in my damn face, and that was worse than I think the crash. But thank you very much for your kindly thoughts about this fat whale wearing a seatbelt. I don't think you can get a seatbelt around a whale. Whales are too slippery. But, thank you very much for all your kind, Herb Levin. It's not Levine because there's no E on the end. So I don't think he's Jewish. Levin. Comment. And if rent drop, like in 07 to 012 here in Sarasota, I bought more. Rents go up, rents go down. The point is, they don't fluctuate that much unless you over inflated your rents. There's a market for rents. And as long as you're within that market, they don't fluctuate. I never remember rents fluctuating that much unless you're in some big fancy property that you're overcharging to begin with. But basically the kind of properties I deal with, 1 bedrooms are about in the 7s, may top out at 8 if it's really nice. 2 bedrooms are in the 9 to 1,000, and the 3s are at 1,000 to 1,200. I mean, rents go up and down, yeah, but not that much. Not enough to make you go bankrupt or belly up, unless you're doing them on a big scale and you have 100 new rents that are overpriced and they all go down $100 a month. That could hurt. And typically they do go up. but that, they go up gradually. And most of my rents are established by the federal government, HUD, which then passes them down rent limits to the state, and then the state passes them down even to the city. And in the city and county, so we all work off the same rents. They're based, so we just charge whatever the government tells us to charge. And they normally give us a small, modest increase every year. I don't really remember them ever going down. They may have stayed the same, but I don't recall ever my rents going down that were affordable housing or Section 8 or anything like that. But the open market can fluctuate. By the way, I have a cold, but I'm still doing this. What do you say here? Oh, when your market offer to purchase, do you use a formula? We're going to get to the part after these comments about how to determine what your purchase price should be and how to determine what to pay for commercial real estate. Next one says, the amount of F's this man gives is inspirational. Thank you. I hope you get enough F's. Liked and commented before even watching the video. That's how much I love this channel. Well, thank you, but if you did it before, what happens if you didn't like it? But thank you very much. Next one. Ben, you're the man. I smoke Newports too. I'll see you somewhere one day. Tell us about your first million. It was a long time ago. And I don't know, it was accumulation of, I was out there hustling so much I didn't realize. All I know is every time I made some money and I went to the bank and got a refinance, I put the money in the bank and, I had about $1 million probably when I was about, I don't know, mid to late 30s. I was 34 when I met Carla. I didn't have $1 million when I met her. I only had like 50 grand, but then it got the million pretty quick, like the next year or so. 35, 36. I think I made the million. She was like my good luck charm. Damn it, this thing keeps messing up. All right, how much money in the bank would you need to retire, Ben? It's not so much me retiring. I can retire today. Unfortunately, I have a 12-year-old. Well, he's getting ready to be 13. And I hope he graduates when he's 17. So I can't really retire for 4 more years because I'm stuck here anyway while he's in school. But I can retire today. The problem is a lot of people help me get where I'm at today, mainly my kids. I can't just retire unless I know that I made enough money to get them, keep them on the right track and protect their future. So we're doing all right. But I'm stuck for 4 years, and I'm sure by then I'll have enough, hopefully, where everybody will be taken care of and can do their own thing, and I can be free from this jail they call being a parent. Ben talks about how affordable housing is essential for families, but once he's on his private jet, let's raise the rents. Wow. Anyway. You can only raise the rents in affordable housing to the limit that the government permits you to. They have very strict regulations on what you can charge for rent. So, affordable housing is one thing. As far as market rate housing, yes, you want to raise the rents to whatever the market will pay because it's a market. And if people can afford it, they'll pay it. So I don't know what you're talking about here. And the private jet was a steal. I bought it, number one, with a friend, so I only bought half a jet. And we stole it for like half the price it was worth. And it ain't a big fancy, big giant jet. That jet is really a local jet. So leave me that jet alone. Okay, keep watching the videos. Keep going out there looking for real estate. Keep commenting, keep doing everything. Just keep doing it all. You can do it, baby. You can do it. I'm going to take a nap.
There's plenty of...
Who wants a Danish? I can't eat it. It's too much sugar.